Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to the first sketchbook tour of 2025. I will say off the bat that this one actually started in the very end of 2023 on my way to Edinburgh. This sketchbook was a Christmas present from my fiance, and so I thought, oh great, I'll take it traveling and draw the whole time, and I did not. So it started a while ago, and it's not even finished yet, but I like the progress so far. To get started I skipped a page. Getting started in the sketchbook, I like to just draw what I'm comfortable with, which is girls, and I really loved how this one turned out, and I want to develop it more. I'm just not too sure how yet. These were inspired by the office siren trend that was going around on TikTok for a long time. I want to adjust the close-up, boat going past, the close-up face one because she looks quite wonky, but I'm quite happy with them. Then speaking of wonky, the idea was there. I liked the poses, but then the anatomy just wasn't working, and I don't like looking at them now. Skipped another page. I always find myself coming back to very medieval style costume design when I'm not sure what to do, so this is one of those moments. I think it's kind of cute. I like the little falcon with his eye covers. This was a little sporty page that I was going to do a zine with, but never got around to it. I really like the full length drawings. The close-up ones, not so much. This was a sketch of a girl on Pinterest. Don't really like that one. Really, this is when, do you ever find that you have moments where you're just hating everything you're drawing? You just suddenly can't draw. That's what these pages were, save for this little sketch of the girl looking to the side. I really like her. The rest, really don't like. And I don't know why this was happening, because I was trying to use reference. I was trying to do all the things that usually help me get in the flow state again. But as you can see, it's just not hitting. It's all wrong. Until I simplified it and went to this very cartoony style just to take the pressure off myself, and instantly loved it. I think she's so cute and so kind of Steven Universe puppy cat style, which Rebecca Sugar, I think. Then again, bad, didn't enjoy, was trying to copy a reference, wasn't working, and then I drew myself in a cute little style again, and I was happy with it. So sometimes you just gotta kind of go back and forth until it clicks, and this is when it finally clicked. Like, not that this is very realistic, but there's just a bit more detail than the very cartoony style, and it just, I don't know, something in this period of time, despite this page being 3 little doodles, I was starting to get somewhere again. I always find it really discouraging when I have multiple pages where I'm just like, hate it. I'm trying to do all the tips and tricks that usually work. Sometimes it's just a matter of time, and then it clicks. And so I find that doing really little cutie little doodles seems to help with that click of, I hope you guys know what I mean by that, but when it's just like, I guess you're loosened up enough that when you decide to go back to a study or something a bit more complex, you're not overthinking it anymore, and it comes a lot more fluid. So yeah, I always appreciate little pages where it's purely doodling, because then I can slowly work my way back from doodles, get a little more detail going, a little more finished, a little more polished, and I can slowly creep towards more perfected pieces that I like. Didn't like that one though. So take this theory with a grain of salt, but I really enjoyed this. This is kind of a cool concept that I'd like to expand on. And to get here, I had to just, doodle and do little silly pictures. I haven't finished the cleanup because I started not liking the direction it was going. But you win some, you lose some. I believe some of these pages were done at a thought bubble while I was sitting behind my table, which is why there's a lot of weird little sketches and half-drawn faces because, you get interrupted by people coming and saying hi, which was, again, such a lovely experience. Really recommend Thought Bubble. One of the things I'm going to practice this year is noses and especially profiles. I have found that I am slipping into same face syndrome a lot, and so that's definitely a conscious practice that I want to do this year. And sometimes, like this, I take a chance on a slightly different way that I would draw, and I don't love it, but it's all good practice. It's just frustrating when you're just trying to break some of those habits that you naturally go into. This one I really love. I think she's so cute. I love how I did her eyes. I want to kind of enhance the style more, like that's how I would like to draw a lot more often. As you can see, the way I draw faces and eyes is all over the place. I know some of these, like that little sketch, are very simplified, and so that's different, but I would like to find a more cohesive way of drawing faces. I really like this one on this night, or night in training perhaps. I really enjoyed how she turned out. Again, playing with different profiles and just doodling, sketching, loosening up. I think I went to the cafe and did some drawing, which I really enjoy. I find getting out of my home definitely helps with inspiration. I find drawing characters interacting difficult. This one, he's way bigger than her and not in like a proportional way. So I like the pose, but I want to practice more. There was a art challenge, I guess, with a reference that you're given once a week in January and you kind of adopt it into your own thing. I only ended up doing that one. Stopped after that. I wasn't really feeling it. This is practicing hands and also more, doodling. And this sketchbook I think is my least put together one. I do have pages like this, for instance, where everything's quite completed and I enjoy it and it's like aesthetically nice to look at. But the majority of the sketchbook I just was struggling so hard with my style and what I enjoyed looking at and how things turned out, that it's definitely my more sketchy sketchbook. I quite like this page. I like these two little girls. I'm really trying to practice characters interacting, like I said before. So not too bad, like 50-50 on what I like on this page and what I don't. This one I quite like. I was listening to an audiobook about this really badass warrior chick, and so you can kind of see that coming through in the attitude of those sketches. This page I love. I think the 2 weeks leading up to this page of drawing most days was suddenly catching up with me, and what I was drawing I really enjoyed. I was doing cartoony things, I was doing figure drawing, I was also doing portraits. Really happy with that page. And thankfully my good luck held up, and the next page over I was really happy with what I drew here as well. I've been listening to podcasts about prehistoric humans, and it got me wanting to maybe do some sort of story or comic with a family in prehistoric days, but not like fun and silly like Meet the Croods, but something a bit more intense and gritty. There are some really interesting archaeological finds from prehistoric humans and their fights with the environment and the other creatures. And anyway, I'm getting off topic. Here is another sketchy page. Really like the little thumbnail picture. Okay, here, just to go back on the topic for a while. Do you know the footprints they found? I think it's in North America, and they found like giant sloth hunting the little footprints of what they think is like a woman and a baby or a toddler. That gets my imagination going. I would love to do a story with that. And then this is just based on Brighton. We've got a lot of windmills down here, and there's a little hut out by the windmills where someone lives who maintains them, and that got me thinking of other little stories, you know. The guy here, I drew him in the pub. He was a real man. The rest are kind of out of my imagination or from Pinterest pictures. This one is for a comic that I've been wanting to work on for a long time. It's got kind of religious elements to it, so that's what that's about. And I've been collecting a lot of Pop Mart figures, so that's kind of based on one of the, I don't know, characters that you can buy. I really enjoyed this little life drawing figure, very sketchy and flowy. These two, more interactions, but I don't really like those ones. This, I really enjoyed this page. Obviously, I'm not enjoying my haircut at the moment, but I really like the profiles that I've got going here. I like the mix of more detailed and then really cartoony and just more story-based drawing. Like, it really conveys character and like, yeah, just a story, I suppose. And that got me thinking of like maybe some sort of werewolf kind of story. I used to really enjoy drawing wolves and like wolf-human hybrid kind of creatures, so I think I might develop this more. I really want to have it as like a little mini comic, just little episodics that I could put up on Instagram or on TikTok. And I love that "woof" is how you used to say woman in medieval times, so like "woof wolf" is like werewolf but the girl version. Anyway, that's all I've got for you this week. Hoping to finish this sketchbook in the next few months and maybe do another half. Catch you later. Bye.